It's time we do the same. Ban assault weapons now. Ban them now. Once and for all. Congress needs to pass a supplemental funding for Ukraine before they break the holiday recess, before they give Putin the greatest Christmas gift they could possibly give him. And so because we've seen what happens when dictators don't pay the price for the damage and the death and the destruction they cause, and they keep going when no price is paid. The threats to America, to Europe, and the world will only keep rising if we don't act. And I intend that we act.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was just admiring all of this artwork on the wall. Anyway, do you really want your Second Amendment rights violated by Joseph Biden? We don't want that. You see, the Second Amendment was put in place to protect ourselves against the British and other tyrannical forms of government. And if we made those guns illegal, all it would be doing is taking away firearms from respecting, law-abiding citizens, and criminals would still have firearms. That would be a problem if criminals had guns and law-abiding citizens did not. You don't need to listen to me. Just take Kennedy's beautiful example for it.
I'm not going to do anything during my presidency to take people's guns away. I do want to say this, that gun violence, particularly against children, is unacceptable.
Did you know that America is about $34 trillion in debt? You see, that doesn't sound great to me. I hate being in debt. Before aiding other foreign affairs, as much as we hate what Russia is doing to Ukraine right now, it is not a priority for the U.S. to be getting involved with. We need to be working on our own measures, and we need to be working and spending money on our own causes before aiding other much poorer and lesser countries. But again, you don't have to believe me. Take Mr. Kennedy's example.
I think the Ukraine war should be ended. And I think I wouldn't necessarily couple those issues, but I think the Ukraine war is a war of choice, that it's a war that's easily settled, and that we should not be spending any more money in Ukraine. We need that money here.
Kennedy's view on immigration is that he supports it and will allow immigrants to fall into America. His view on abortion is that if the baby is 15 to 21 weeks, then it is okay to have the abortion. He agrees that it is women's right to choose. His view on human rights is that his father founded the National Resource Defense Council, so he is very pro-human rights and helping others. And his view of democracy is that he is actually running independent instead of the Democratic Party nominee. Kennedy's goal for the economy is to raise pay, lower prices, and allow companies to find their own wages. His goal for healthcare is very pro-vaccine, trying to give aid to anyone he can to keep America healthy. Finally, his foreign policy is to bring soldiers home, stop conflicts, stop ranking up the nation's debt, and help protect Ukraine. Kennedy's goal for the policing is to transform them instead of defunding them. He is pushing to prevent violence and de-escalate situations to prevent unnecessary arrests. His goal for education is urging Congress to pass legislation to abolish interest on new and existing student loans, and is wanting to bring power back to the schools. His view of climate change is to install environmental policies focusing on shifting agricultural subsidies to encourage more sustainable practices.
I am Robert Kennedy, and I approve this message